They say the wind in Galesburg whispers at night. Some claim it's just the trees, but the old-timers know better. They say it's the ghost of Elias Porter, still begging for justice, justice that never came. In 1876, the quiet town of Galesburg, Illinois, was jolted awake by a crime so savage, it left folks double-bolting their doors at night. Charles C. Brooks, a wealthy merchant, was found dead in his study, his throat slashed ear to ear, blood pooling around him like a dark omen. His safe was wide open, his gold pocket watch missing. Just the night before, Brooks had a heated argument with a drifter named Elias Porter. Witnesses saw them shouting in the street, Brooks accusing Elias of stealing from his shop. Elias, desperate, had begged for his unpaid wages. Brooks sneered, then threw him into the mud. That night, at midnight, Mrs. Whitmore, Brooks's elderly neighbor, saw a shadow dart from the merchant's house. The next morning, Elias Porter was caught in an abandoned barn, his hands stained red, and in his pocket, Brooks's missing gold watch. That was all the sheriff needed. The trial was swift, brutal. The people of Galesburg wanted justice. Elias pleaded, swearing he had only gone to Brooks' house to demand his wages. But the evidence spoke louder. On April 3, 1877, Elias stood on the gallows, the noose tight around his neck. His last words, "I am innocent. The real killer walks free." The trapdoor dropped. Elias Porter was gone. Years passed. People forgot. Until one stormy night in 1891. In St. Louis, a dying man, William Grady, summoned a priest, his breath ragged, his eyes filled with terror. He confessed to the murder of Charles Brooks. "I slit his throat, stole from his safe, and I planted that damn watch on that poor fool Porter." The priest, horrified, rushed to tell the authorities. But it was too late. The law had already hung the wrong man, and in Galesburg, folks whispered that, on cold nights, you can still hear Elias Porter's voice in the wind, crying for justice that never came.